Hey guys, what's going on? Back at you again with a video. Sorry I haven't been making a lot of videos lately, just had a lot on my plate going on, and just working and other things going on. But anyway, I decided to do a movie collection video. It's been a long time since I've actually made one. And this is like a specific genre. Not like all of them is like necessarily, well, most of them are horror, but not every single one. But this is going to be my Stephen King movie collection. I don't have everything here, so I'm actually going to do this in a series. So this is going to be part one, and there's going to be other parts in the future because there are a lot of Stephen King movies out there, and a lot of them that are coming out too. So that's going to be parts. So not in particular order, but I'm going to start off with my favorite one, and that's Stephen King's It. The original 1990 miniseries made for TV. Great movie. I reviewed this before. Definitely check it out on the channel there. This is just like the standard DVD that came out back in 2002 on double-sided. And I know a lot of people hated that, but I don't mind it because growing up as a kid, I watched it on DVD and VHS, so I can't hate it. And then a couple years ago, towards the end of 2016, they released it on Blu-ray, and the Blu-ray is amazing. Very good transfer, and the back is a lot different, and it looks amazing. It's also full screen too, and the DVD is widescreen, so there's like a little bit difference, which a lot of people were complaining about this, how that it was in full screen, but in all honesty, I can't complain. It's a very good movie, classic Stephen King movie, and this is my favorite miniseries that's ever come out that's Stephen King related. That's just my opinion on it. I know a lot of people hate this movie because it wasn't true to the novel, but I've been watching this since I was about 7 or 8 years old, so I can't look at it logically, if that makes any sense. Yeah, like the special features was another thing that a lot of people weren't really too fond of. Only the special feature there is the commentary with director Tommy Lee Wallace, Dennis Christopher, Tim Reed, John Ritter, and Richard Thomas, which was the same thing on the DVD release. I'm actually probably gonna have to get like another DVD because this is getting scratched up and all, but it's a really good movie, great transfer. It looks better on the Blu-ray than it does the DVD and VHS, and it has a lot of color in it, and it's just amazing. If you want to see it in HD, then definitely buy it on Blu-ray. And then this is King of Horror collection, and this has 4 Blu-ray movies in this set. And it has Stephen King's It, The Shining, the original one with Jack Nicholson, Salem's Lot, the original, and Stephen King's Cat's Eye. And I've seen Salem's Lot on Blu-ray also. I also have it by itself on Blu-ray right here. And it looks pretty awesome on Blu-ray. And I also have Cat's Eye on Blu-ray too by itself. And here's Cat's Eye. Very good Stephen King movie. And very good vampire movie, I'd say. It's amazing. And Cat's Eye, I really enjoy this one a lot too. I haven't seen Cat's Eye in a very long time. I haven't watched the Blu-ray transfer of this, so I can't really comment on it, but I think it'll be pretty good though. But I did see the Salem's Lot Blu-ray transfer, and I was very pleased from what I saw. And the Shining Blu-ray I never got a chance to watch, but I'll definitely get around to it. And hopefully it'll turn out good, the transfer. But those are some other Stephen King movies that I like. And Stephen King's The Stand. And this is one of the early ones that I saw. I saw this growing up as a kid. My grandfather and I, we used to tape Stephen King related movies on the Chiller channel all the time. They would show this, The Langoliers, Tommyknockers, and various other ones. And this is the one I remember seeing back when I was a young kid. And this is a 4-part miniseries. It's about 6 hours long, but it's a very, very good movie. It's based on the longest book that Stephen King's written. This is Stephen King's, this book, the movie that this is based off of, the book, Stephen King's fourth book, is the longest book he's ever written, and that was surprising to me that it was his fourth book. And I did read the novel many years ago, and same with Salem's Lot. I've read the book too, but it was years ago. I don't really remember a lot about it, but I've read it before, of course, a couple times. But The Stand, you got great actors in here. You got Gary Sinise, I think that's how you say his name, Molly Ringwald, Jamie Sheridan, Laura San Giacomo, I think that's how you say it, Ruby D, Ozzy Davis, Miguel Ferrer, or however you say it, Corin Nemec, Matt Freewer, Adam Stroke, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Ray Walton, and Rob Lowe. And yeah, it comes with a 2-disc. It's a 2-disc set, 2 parts. There's 4 parts total, and 2 episodes are on each discs. So there's that, and it's a very, very good movie. The next up is Stephen King's Silver Bullet, a very good werewolf movie based on the book Cycle of the Werewolf, which I have not yet read, but eventually I will. But it's a nice little horror flick. It's with Gary Busey, Corey Haim, and Everett McGill. So yeah, it's a very good werewolf movie, one of the best werewolf movies ever made. And surprisingly, this one doesn't have a Blu-ray release here in the U.S., but I'm pretty sure it will. Like whenever they decide to release it, Paramount, it's put out by Paramount, so I'm pretty sure they'll put it out on Blu-ray at some point. But yeah, and this is based on a short story. It's a novella, and yeah, it's very, very good. There's also different covers to this. This is like the newer DVD release cover. I got this for dirt cheap sometime last year. And yeah, it's a great buy and very, very good horror movie. So if you're looking for a good horror movie to watch, then Silver Bullet is your friend. And this is not based off of a Stephen King book. This is a movie that he wrote for the theater. And that is Sleepwalkers. And Stephen King himself has an appearance in it. He also has an appearance in The Stand as well. And I like how he makes cameos and stuff like that. It's really cool. And this one also has an appearance, but with another author has an appearance in this. Clive Barker, the guy who wrote Hellraiser and a whole bunch of other stuff. He has an appearance in this. And it's a really, really good horror movie about these cat people and everything. It's a very strange movie, but it's a very, very good one. I remember seeing this on the Chiller channel 2 years ago when I was a kid, and I remember loving it. And very good special effects. The cat people look freaky as hell in this movie. And I got this for pretty cheap off of Amazon too last year. And yeah, it's really good. Brian Krause is in it. Machkin Amick and Alice Cridge, I think it's how you say her name. And directed by Mick Garris. And yeah, it's just a great, great movie. And I recommend this one a lot. And this just came out to Blu-ray, I think earlier this year or last year, I can't remember. But if I find it for a good price, I'll pick it up. And then next up we have Pet Sematary, the original Pet Sematary. I don't have the remake of Pet Sematary. I really enjoyed that. I need to do a movie review on that soon. But the original Pet Sematary is good. This is a double feature. It comes with the original Pet Sematary and its sequel, Pet Sematary 2, directed by the same woman, Mary Lambert. I think that's how you say her last name, or Lambier, however you say it. But yeah, I think that Pet Sematary is really, really good horror flick. It's one of my favorite Stephen King movies and books. This is definitely on my top 10 Stephen King movie adaptations and books. in my opinion. But I mean, like the cast is just great. Fred Gwynn as Judd Crandall and everything. It's just awesome. And Stephen King also has an appearance in this too, which is really cool. And the second one is not Stephen King related. It's just a sequel to the movie, but it's not based on a book or anything. But yeah, it was a good sequel, but the best one is the original. And then next up is the original Carrie, released in 1976. Sissy Spacek, John Travolta, and Piper Laurie, and directed by Brian De Palma. And this is a great horror movie. I haven't seen the transfer to this on Blu-ray yet, but I'll eventually get around to it. And I've always loved this film. It's one of my favorites. It's based on the first novel that Stephen King had ever written. And yeah, it's just a great, phenomenal movie. And if you haven't seen it, then I definitely recommend you check it out. And the It remake from 2017. This is the Blu-ray and the DVD combo pack. That doesn't say that there, but there's the Blu-ray and the DVD. And it looks pretty good on Blu-ray and DVD, I'd say. I just recently checked out the Blu-ray transfer, and it looks pretty good, I'd say. And I'm really looking forward to It Chapter 2. I've been dying to see that for a very long time, ever since I saw this in the theaters, and it's just great. And also, you guys deleted scenes from this movie on the Blu-ray disc, so that's like the special features on the Blu-ray. That's not on the DVD, but yeah, this is a phenomenal remake. Very much closer to the novel compared to the original movie ever was, and Pennywise, played by Bill Skarsgård, like he's just phenomenal and freaky as all hell in this movie. And the kids are great, and it's just a phenomenal movie. You need to definitely see this one. And then Graveyard Shift. This one came out in 1990, and this is very good too. And it's been a while since I've seen this, but I remember liking it a lot. It's very good, and like the rats in this are pretty creepy, and I like the cover too. It's really cool, and yeah, it's just really good. Very good movie. Definitely check it out. And the Blu-ray version of the original Pet Sematary, I have not yet checked out the transfer on this, but I think that it'll look pretty good since it's an old movie. And yeah, it's gonna be really good, I think. And plus, it's one of my favorite Stephen King novels and movies, so I can't really complain on that. So there's a plus there. And then Firestarter. I just watched this for the first time pretty recently, and I was really pleased with it. And I did read the novel several years ago. I don't remember a ton about it, but the movie is very good, and the book was good too. The book was probably better, but I don't really know. I can't remember because it's been years since I've read it, but the movie is very good. Drew Barrymore as the little kid with the fire powers. She stole the show, and you know, you got George C. Scott and Martin Sheen and everything, and they all did a great job in this. This was from '84, and yeah, it's a great movie. Not necessarily horror. There are some horror elements, but like it's more like a sci-fi, you know, crime drama type of movie and story. And the last one for this video is The Green Mile, one of my all-time favorites. Growing up as a kid, I remember seeing this on the TV back when I was younger. My grandfather, we watched this one, and I love this one. And it's very good. It's up there with Shawshank Redemption and The Shining, Pet Sematary, and all that. It's just a really good movie. It's directed by Frank Darabont, the same guy that did Shawshank Redemption, and it's just great. This one came out in '99. Same year I was born. It's a fun fact. This movie this year turns 20, and I'm 20. So yeah, it's just a phenomenal movie. It is pretty long. It's like 3 hours 8 minutes long, but it's well worth it though. And the book was very good too. I did a review on the book. I think I did a review of the movie. I'm not really sure. I think I might have, but if I did, it was a long time ago. But Yeah, great movie, very sad movie, but very, very good movie. Tom Hanks, Michael Clark Duncan, um, just great movie. And Sam Rockwell's in it too as a scumbag, and it's just a really great, phenomenal movie. One of the best movies ever made, and you definitely want to go see that. And that's basically it for this video, and this is the end of part 1. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know what you guys think of my collection, and feel free to let me know what you think of Stephen King's movies, and let me know what you guys have in your collection of Stephen King related movies, and I'll be glad to hear from you guys. And I know this video is a little bit longer than my usual videos, but it is what it is. But yeah, and stay tuned for more parts in the future. Don't know necessarily when, but it'll just be in the future, so whenever it happens, it happens. And yeah, so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.